Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Literally just got done filming my January what I read, and now we're moving on to my January what I watched. Let's start with TV, just for fun. I did watch Singles Inferno, season 1. This is a Korean dating show. I don't have much to say about it. It's just a dating show. You can't really say much, I feel like, without like giving it away. Pretty much they go to this island and they create connections, and they like write down who they would want to go to paradise with, which is where they take a helicopter off the island and spend a night in a hotel. And if they match, then they get to go. And it's all about creating connections and stuff like that. There's some games, and it's so interesting to me to watch like a Korean dating show versus like an American dating show, or even like a, I don't know, Australian or Britain, you know, like Love Island, that type of shit. A more like westernized dating show, because I don't know, I love like the respect that the men particularly, like give the women. Like some of the men you can tell are still kind of douchey and they're not the best communicators, and some of them, like, I'm not saying that everything's perfect, but going from watching, because Girk and I are huge fans of dating shows, going from like Too Hot to Handle, where people are like, oh my god, bro, if I don't like nut, I'm gonna die, like going from that to literally a guy being like so respectful and stuff, it's just such a breath of fresh air. I just really like it, and it's just so interesting, and I'm like learning a lot about like their culture and the norms and stuff. So I just love it, and I think that it's a really good show, and it's a really interesting concept. So yes, I have been watching that. Then Friends. I'm rewatching Friends. This is my first like rewatch, so only the second time I've seen it. Girk's watching it for the very first time, and we were like binging it like the first couple, maybe the first like 6 seasons or so. We were watching like, I'm not even kidding, we were watching like maybe like 5 to like at least like 5 episodes a day. We were just sitting and like binge watching it. We would watch it like at night, we would watch it all on the weekends. Like we were obsessed. But I remember this from my first rewatch, or my first time watching it. The later seasons get so boring, and I don't know if they like stopped trying, or if they got different writers, or if they just weren't as interested, or if they didn't even like want to be filming, but they only did it out of like contract or something. Like I'm not 100% sure like what happened, but like seasons, I think like seasons 8, 9, and 10, maybe even just 9 and 10, it's like I'm bored. Like nothing super funny is happening. They're all like kind of annoying me, honestly. And Girk feels the same way, and so we have been watching it super slowly now. We've only watched like season 9 the last like 2 months, and I think we're on season 10 now. So I don't know, it's just like it's boring. Like I don't want to put it on, but I find myself wanting to like put on even like the first seasons over again already, because it's such a comfort watch. But the later seasons are just so boring and bad, and I don't think they're funny at all. So we're trying to finish it. Then I watched Queer Eye season 6. This is the one where they're in Austin. I love Queer Eye. Queer Eye is my favorite. I think that it's so sweet. I cry like every single episode. I love it. I think it's just amazing. There's so many good life lessons in there for everybody, and I just enjoy it. I love seeing all the different aspects, like the lifestyle, the beauty, the fashion, the food, like all of that, the design. Like I like seeing all the different aspects and learning all like these different tips and seeing what they have to say. I just love it, and I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people becoming their better selves, and it's just such a happy show. So did watch season 6. I am behind though, because I was like flipping through and I realized that I never watched season 5, and I think I've only seen like half of season 4. So I am a little behind on Queer Eye, but season 6 was amazing. I really, really liked it. Then I watched Emily in Paris season 1. I finally caved. For so long I was hearing about this show, and I kept being like, oh, it doesn't seem like something on my alley, doesn't seem like something I would like, and still I will say it's definitely not like an all-time favorite. It's not one that I would like rewatch, or one that I'm even like really like, oh, I have to watch it like right now, I have to like turn it on or anything like that. It's not like that, so it's definitely still not like an all-time favorite or anything, but I am on season 2 now. I'm liking it. It's fun. It's interesting, but I'm glad to be like watching it because it is so popular and there's so many references and stuff to it, but I'm just not, it's like it would be like a 3-star for me if I rated the things that I watch. Like, I'll stay updated as new seasons come out, but I'm not like obsessed. It's just like, it's an okay show for me. Then just like I talked about with Singles Inferno, we also watched season 3 of Too Hot to Handle. Season 3 of Too Hot to Handle was probably the worst season so far in my opinion. I just think the people were like extra annoying this time. I think that they had a lot of issues that they never really worked through, and a lot of times it was just cringe. It was not my favorite season. It was like enjoyable. I still watched it. There were obviously like, we binged it actually, so obviously like it had something going for it, but I don't know, it was just, it felt like an off season. Like I wasn't super intrigued or anything like that. Then on to movies. I watched 3 movies. The first one was Eternals, which, this masterpiece, this was probably, dare I say, like my favorite Marvel movie I've ever seen, and I've seen all of them. Such a cool storyline, so many amazing characters. There wasn't a single like main character that I disliked. Such interesting like history and the mythology, like with Athena and stuff. Like, oh, I live for mythology, so I thought that was really cool, bringing that in. Circe, even, like, we all know Circe, are you kidding? So that mythology was really cool, bringing in all those pieces from other areas and then showing how the, like, those people are the reason for the mythology, because when they were there, they like told the humans about it. Like, that probably makes no sense if you haven't seen the movie. But if you've seen the movie, then I'm sure you know what I mean, obviously. But I thought it was amazing. I loved everything about it. The action was amazing. The concept, execution, film style, acting, like, I loved everything about it. I was so intrigued by the story and the, like, the whole idea. I thought it was so neat and I loved it. Then I watched Spider-Man Far From Home. Girk has been like begging me to like finish the Spider-Man movies, because we watched Spider-Man, was it Homecoming, the first one with Tom Holland, and ever since he's been like dying to watch the second one. But I'm just like, and the third one just came out, but I don't know, I wasn't like super attached to the first one. I thought that it was good. Again, it's like just not my favorite. Like, it's not my favorite like basic kind of superhero things. Like, I'm just like, eh. Spider-Man probably is up there. The Tom Holland version, honestly, sorry to all the other ones, but the Tom Holland version probably is like my favorite Spider-Man. I do think he's funny. I think he fits like the Peter Parker, I think he fits it perfectly. And I did think it was like funny and actiony in the right ways, and it was a really cool idea. I'll definitely pick up the third one, maybe like this month or next month or something. I'll probably definitely pick it up. I think it's the final one too, so it'll be nice just to kind of be done with like that trilogy or whatever. But it was just okay, maybe like a 4-star. It was okay. I feel like it's kind of same old with those types of movies. Like, you know what's gonna happen, you know? It's like, it's just like the same stuff every single time. Then the last thing that I watched in January was The Guilty. I'm really supporting Jake Gyllenhaal a lot with the Spider-Man and now The Guilty. This is a Netflix movie about a 911 operator who tries to kind of help solve this mystery and this kind of like crime, and it's a thriller. It was okay. I watched it with my sister. We both thought it was okay. It was very anxiety inducing. Jake Gyllenhaal's character was very anxious, and the things he was doing, it was like, oh my god, like he was being too like, he wasn't like thinking things through, and it was just like not, he wasn't being the smartest. He was very impulsive, and it was very anxiety inducing, and it was a sad movie. It was a very, very sad movie, and I didn't guess the twist, and neither did my sister. I didn't guess like the little twist or what was really going on. I didn't guess that at all. I think the overall concept, like what happens at the end, was dumb and pointless, and I think it was kind of, I don't want to spoil it, so it's hard to say. I think the ending was pointless, and I think it was trying to be like socially political, but it didn't have an impact. So then it was kind of like, I don't even get the point of you doing this. Like, I don't know, it's hard to say, but I honestly wouldn't recommend this one. I think there are so many other thrillers on Netflix and other streaming services that are so much better. This one was really dragging on. My sister and I actually watched it in 2 days. We like split it up. I just think it dragged on a little bit too long, and the ending just kind of pissed me off, and it was kind of like, wait, why does that even, like, that it's so pointless. So wouldn't recommend that one. But that is everything that I watched in January. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe for more content from me. Be sure to leave me a comment letting me know what you watched in January, or if you watched any of these things, let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. So bye.